So what might be required from the business in terms of skills, time and investment to make a successful contact centre transformation?
Well, I think time is one of the aspects that a lot of organisations really underestimate. So taking the time to understand things like your customer contact workflows, redesigning those potentially, thinking about what type of modules you might want to include within the solution, thinking about who's going to own this within the organisation, how you're going to plan for a procurement process. I think a lot of organisations think that all of that can be bitten off and sorted within, say, 3 to 6 months. I think as a conservative estimate, it's more like 12 to 18 months. In a way, it's kind of never too soon to start thinking about if you're going to go for a contact centre transformation, what that might look like and how you might plan and prepare for that and what resources you might need. So I think time is the first consideration. The other key consideration is the skill level within your organisation. So already with this type of contact centre solution, we have inbuilt automation, artificial intelligence, natural speech recognition. These are all sorts of areas which wouldn't have been traditionally understood by legacy voice teams, for example. So trying to get that level of understanding within your organisation, you have to think about how you're going to do that. Are you going to recruit for that? Are you going to be working with specialised suppliers to bring that resource in-house? So really understanding the skill set that you're going to need to tackle this stuff, and that will come to thinking about management models as well. How self-service is this going to be, or how outsourced is this going to be? So the skill level really needs a lot of thought as well. So I think particularly in terms of allowing the right amount of time and making sure that in some way you've accounted for the fact that you will need that skill and market intelligence and solution intelligence to be available to you, needs to be some of the things that you're thinking about if you're embarking on this journey.
And what do you see as the future for omnichannel in the contact centre?
Well, there's already a lot of very exciting things, like I said, in terms of natural voice recognition, things like speech to text, speech analytics. There's already an awful lot of integration with various forms of communication, understanding of the customer, their call flow, the seamless journey of the customer. For instance, they may buy in a shop and then they may use an app, and then they may go on the website and then they may use the contact centre, and it should be seamless to the customer. Their information and their big data should be contained and readily usable by the organisation to truly understand that customer and serve that customer better. So we're already seeing the path towards that and organisations embracing that, and that will only continue. And that really is about embracing big data and being aware of how your telecoms environment needs to be prepared for that. We're also going to see things like the Internet of Things coming more to the fore. So it's going to be things not just saying, to your home system, please add milk to my order. That system may then place that order for you, and then it might place that order on a regular basis, and then the fridge might understand when the milk is going off. And these are, again, all things that are going to build into the customer journey, and you have to consider that that's probably going to happen now within the life of your new contact centre contract. So the future is almost here, and you need to be prepared for it.